Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
Stop!
And as
Stop! Stop! I need to put the Christmas decoration on first. You can't start without having a nicely decorated office for Christmas. There you go. First things first. So, what are you expecting to get for Christmas?
well, I'd like to have some new camera gear,
Yeah,
some
sure.
maybe some new camera toys. But yeah, most probably it's going to be socks and a nice sweater.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting to find underneath the Christmas tree. Because honestly speaking, after all the money I spent on camera gear this year, I don't think I'll be allowed to spend any more money on that until probably 2030 or something. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Reviewing Your Underwater Films. It's Christmas, and then on a Thursday,
Welcome
it's
back to the
Christmas,
channel,
and then on a
guys.
Thursday.
Matthias is already in Christmas mood.
Why are you,
Christmas is around the corner.
why are you interrupting me? I
Uh,
was going so good in that song.
maybe the guys out there don't want to listen half an hour to you singing. I'm not sure. But
It
maybe
was okay.
write down in the comments below if you want to have a full episode of Matthias singing.
Maybe not a full episode, but let me know if you enjoy me singing every now and then as an intro or not. If not, then I might just keep continuing anyways.
So today we're gonna review a film submitted by Daniel French, and he captured his adventure in the Maldives with a A7F Mark III in HDR.
Awesome.
And yeah, you want to continue singing or shall we watch?
How about I keep singing while you turn on the movie?
All right,
It's
let's
Christmas,
do it.
and then on a Thursday, it's Christmas. Nice establishing shot.
shots, and yes, they are. Very nice.
See, they like to dance. I'm sure they would love me singing for them. Curious little fella. All right. Thank you very much, Daniel, for submitting this film. We have, as you've seen, guys, just cut a few pieces out of this film because it was or is 9.5 minutes long, so we didn't really want to show the entire thing here as we reviewed the film. We will, as always, link Daniel's original film down in the video description below. If you want to see the entire piece, feel free to go over there and have a look at his channel. There's also going to be a link to his channel itself, so you can go and check out the other work that Daniel has done in the past. Leave a link, leave a subscription, and a hello from the two of us at Daniel's channel. So, what do you say?
I liked it. Yeah, Daniel, very nice work. You have very good shots. Like the whole piece was very nice to see. You captured a variety of different animals and different sides and different angles. So it was yeah, very nice to watch. 9.5 minutes was a little bit too long for a quick online viewing. So I think for sitting together with your friends and then having a look at it, and it's okay with 9.5 minutes, but like more like for the online content stuff, it's fairly long with 9.5 minutes.
Mm. You know what this reminded me of? You know these on YouTube you have these like 2-3 hour long sort of clips of showing beautiful scenery with like relaxed chill out music playing along with the clip, and this is something that would be perfect for such a thing because the clips are really nice. The music's very chilled out and relaxed, and it just puts you in like a mood. It would be like something that I would like to see in a lounge playing and then on a big screen somewhere, and just while people are just mingling with each other there and just talking and stuff, just something that plays in the background. For that, I think it would be absolutely perfect. I can agree with what Sebastian said. I think you've done some really good work here, Daniel, on the filming part, on the color grading part as well. I think good establishing with that shot of the drone, giving us a bit of a perspective on the Maldives and the islands, then also in between different islands that you've apparently visited there. And then the underwater work is nice. I really liked it. I mean, the colors look very nice. The shots are very stable. It seems like some of them are slowed down. I think
Mm.
there's some slow motion happening there as well. Not entirely sure, but I think there is. What I'm really missing here, Daniel, is a story, something that you're telling, because it's just a accumulation of nice, very nice images, in fact, but it's not a story. And I think that it's not enough just to have nice shots put behind each other to keep someone interested for 9.5 minutes. I think that most people nowadays would just click away after like a few minutes at most, even though the shots are really, really nice. There's no question about that. But I think you're not really engaging the audience, the viewers enough with your edits so that they stick around all the way through to the end. That's just my personal opinion there. That has nothing to do with the quality of your shots. It's really just telling a story. That's the main thing that is missing here, in my opinion. If your aim was just to provide a collection of nice shots, then you've done a really, really good job. If you wanted to tell a story, then I think there is some room for improvement there.
Yeah, well, just talking about the 9.5 minutes and then like the storytelling, what you could definitely do is like if you don't have that kind of real storyline for the whole clip or for the whole film, you just can take it apart and try to do small pieces. You
Hmm.
saw you always had like nice drone footage and nice establishing shots again for the next dive site. So why not do separate videos and yeah, and just to use smaller pieces
Hmm.
to show the dive site, and then
Hmm.
I think you can work if you use like the establishing shots and then some maybe some kind of different music, like choose it up a little bit, leave some speed ramping, and make it like a little bit more interesting to keep the viewers
Mm.
engaged instead of like yeah the 9.5 minutes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Also, I think that a variety of shots would have also helped. Most of these shots that we saw, they were wide-angle shots, which is, as we said, very nice shots, but mixing it up a little bit with some close-up shots in between there. I mean, we saw that shot of, I think it was you with the turtle right at the end, as sort of the closing shot where the turtle was basically on your dome port. Why not include a shot like this into your edit? Because, well, maybe it didn't turn out the way you expected it to be, but try to get some close up or at least mid shots to mix it up a little bit. Because wide angle shots are great for establishing and showing the scene, but then as a viewer, I want to, you've shown me the fish or the species in its entirety, but now I want to get closer. I want to get a more intimate look. I want to maybe see just the eye or the face or the fin or whatever of that specific animal to get a better understanding of what I'm actually looking at. And I think that would also have helped in making the edit and the film itself a little more interesting for the viewer to keep them more engaged and keep them watching. Another thing that I personally did not like too much is those split screen transitions from like finishing one dive site and going into the drone footage as well. I'm just not a big fan of these type of transitions. They don't really appeal to me. Maybe they do appeal to other people, but I don't find them fitting. So I would have just left them away and maybe just gone with a very simple fade out and fade in again transition, like a very simple stuff. Um, and I noticed right at the very beginning when you were on the boat, and there was like this dolly shot where you were going sort of by the diver sitting on the bench waiting to get into the water. I think you did stabilize that shot a little too much in post-production. There was a bit of wobbling, and I think it came from the warp stabilizer that you applied in post-production, or maybe even the internal stabilizer of the camera. I don't know, but it was wobbling definitely. So I would have kept this shot, specifically this shot, I would have kept it out. That's another thing that I've noticed. And what I really enjoyed was the text elements that you've put in there, letting us know what species we were seeing.
mm.
That I really enjoyed.
Yeah, you put a lot of work in that.
Yeah,
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 very nice. Yeah.
definitely researching all the species and naming them and putting that all in. That's really nice. And last but not least, one thing that I noticed throughout the entire film, um, as I said before, the color grade is fine. I did notice though that the saturation on some clips wasn't the same as on others. So there was a variation in saturation and contrast in these clips. And I'm not entirely sure. It might also be because we didn't watch it now on a HDR screen. Um, but I think it should still be, even if it's not an HDR screen, it should still be consistent when it
Yeah,
comes to
I
the
had the same
saturation.
feeling. Some clips were a little bit pushed too hard
Yeah.
towards saturation and exposure. Um, yeah, it's maybe just another round of color grading, color correcting, going over it and see if it's overall. I mean, it's very hard as well over 9.5 minutes to keep
Could
to
be
keep
consistent.
yeah to be
Yeah.
consistent and keep track of the saturation everywhere.
Mm.
But like yeah, I mean
Mm.
that's then the color grading part. Um, And what I found, like the shot, the first shots of the tiger shark, I think there would be an area as well where you could do a little bit more of shot matching. Just
Hmm.
try to match the blues a little bit better. But I mean, great shots. I mean, this is great color correction, great color grading. It's just like there would be a little bit more room for improvement.
Yeah, yeah. These are just minor things,
Yeah,
Daniel,
I
that we're
mean, this
mentioning here.
is
I mean, this is complaining on a high level. As we said before, the shots are really nicely executed. They're nicely corrected and graded. And these are just little things
yeah,
that you could improve on a future project. But I think what you should really work on is what you should really work on is much rather working on a storyline on your films. I think you've got it down with capturing good-looking image and grading it properly and all that stuff. That works fine with you. But I think it's more about t just telling a story, bringing over a message with the images that you're capturing, that you're putting together in little films. And maybe it's really the way that Sebastian suggested before. Try to make shorter ones. Try to keep them to a minute and a half, 2 minutes maybe, and even maybe just split them up by species if you have enough shots to just have a little 30, 45, or 60-second clip of the manta rays or the tiger sharks or any of the species that you saw. Then maybe that might be an easier way of trying to come up with a story that way rather than try to make a huge long film and have a complete storyline in there.
yeah. And then, as you said at the beginning, it's just use a variety of different
Mm,
shots, more like a medium shot or even a close-up shot as possible
yeah.
to get, yeah, to do your storytelling in that kind of way that you're
Hmm.
just getting closer to something, show it in detail,
Yeah.
then go back to the next,
Yeah.
something like that. And yeah, choose it up with the speed ramping. And if you already put a lot of effort in all the film, and another part where I found is where you could do something is at the beginning. I think it was filmed with a GoPro when you smashed onto the water when you
Hmm.
submerged.
Hmm.
It's like you used the original sound, I think of the recording, and I found it like kind of, I don't know, disturbing. So like if you already put so much effort in choosing the music, doing color grade, color correction, just get rid of the original recording and use some sound design for it. This very nice way as well to keep your viewer's
Mm.
attention, to create a
Mm.
nice atmosphere, because there are a lot of free possibilities to use sound effects and get something nice
Hmm.
and supporting for the scene
Yeah. Yeah.
into your edit. Yeah, but yeah, as well, we're talking a very, very long and criticism all over the place. But I think you did very, very good work. Very nice shots, and well, we liked watching it. Yeah,
Yeah, I did like watching it too. Yeah, thank you very much, Daniel, for submitting your film and letting us review it here within this series. We mentioned the link to your film as well as to the channel of Daniel will be down in the video description below. If you guys have a film that you would like us to review as well, don't be afraid to send the link to the uploaded film to contact@matthiaslebo.com and we'll make sure to watch it in good time. Right now, it is going to take us still about 7-8 months until we are going to be ready to review your film, just because we have so many submissions in the pipeline and we can only do one a week and we go one by one, but we'll definitely get to yours if you submit it in good time. So feel free to do that. Other than that, there is not much more to say than
wait a second.
what?
If you send Matthias the email, please include
Oh yeah, I always
the
forget this.
camera name, the dive site, if you're using lights or not, if you're using filters, just to
Yeah.
give us a little
Yeah.
background information to know what you're working with. Yeah, just to let
Excellent.
you guys there know on the channel what the film was all about and with what was captured.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Sebastian. See, this is the reason why I have you for these reviews, to remind me to include that into the submission forms or the submissions for these reviews, guys. Thank you very much, Sebastian, for that. May I now?
You may, yeah.
Okay. So, not much more to say after Sebastian interrupted me, other than wishing you a fantastic, very Merry Christmas with your loved ones and within your circle of your family. Have have lots of food, have lots of presents. Hopefully, you will find some camera, underwater camera gear related presents underneath your Christmas tree. We'll let you know what we found under our tree next time. And yeah, we'll see you after Christmas for the last reviewing your underwater films of this year. See you next Thursday.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.